Super Bowls 42 and 49, and it's University of Phoenix Stadium. That's where we're at in Glendale, Arizona. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. This is fielded a couple yards deep, and it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They're led out by the veteran and the former Heisman Trophy winner back in 2002, and that's Carson Palmer.
And Carson Palmer is your prototypical pocket quarterback who makes big plays with his arm, with his mind, and his ability to just take little easy steps in the pocket in order to release good passes downfield.
Throwing now, Palmer on first down. Completes it over the middle to Floyd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Get ready, Blue 95.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And 3 yards there. Takes him to the 45. Lawrence Timmons, the linebacker, there to get him down. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
All right now, wide 18. Wide 18.
On second down, Palmer. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Going up top, and that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Their big-bodied receiver, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted, was it an audible, or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. First carry for Carlos Hyde. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now. This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking there for Bruce Ellington, and that'll make it third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's brought in right side by Ginn. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs. Having an effective short passing game, one of their main concern coming into this one, right there, able to hit the D with a quick strike and a first down.
And you're able to put that into your game plan when you see that there's space to throw the football. A lot of defenses don't want to play press coverage or tight coverage. They'll play backed off, and sometimes those cornerbacks will bail out really fast and really get deep, and that allows you to throw the quick game underneath, and they took advantage of it.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Following the penalty, it's high. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped.
False start, offense.
He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And this is incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And that takes us from second to third down. And the 11 defensive starters for Arizona.
Calais Campbell is one of the tallest defensive ends in the league. Has the ability to get low and play the run, and adds excellent kick blocking ability.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. To the right side, caught by Saleh. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down. So they don't get anything out of that completion. I guess when you roll out of the pocket like he did there to the left, if you're going to throw it, you better gain some yardage.
Now, can you just hear the old school coaches right now? You threw it for no yards. They don't want the ball in the air unless something positive is going to happen downfield. In that case, they'd rather have the quarterback try and run it himself. Just take care of the ball. If nothing else, just slide and get down.
So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And he goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that the defense tries to attack in an offensive line. And most of the time we're talking about blitzes. How many times have you heard double A-gap blitz? Well, where is the A-gap? It's the space between the center and the guards, either side. So when you're having a double A-gap blitz, that's 2 guys coming through that gap. In this situation, though, that A-gap wasn't open for the defense to exploit. The offensive line took care of it, protected it, and moved the defensive guys out of the way to allow for that nice run. I've yet to meet a wide receiver who likes to block more than catching the football, but the best ones understand that that's how they'll actually get more passes thrown to them if they help in the run game. And anytime you get a run of that yardage, that means the help. They get down to where a lot of people call the second level, the linebackers, or the third level where the defensive backs are, and they get out in front, put their bodies out there, and create more space for their runners to gain the yardage. You know what's really hard for a big-time running back? It's patience. Being able to hang in there when the runs aren't there, when you're taking some hits early in the game. But this drive, he's come alive, and in a big way, now he's starting to gallop.
And a look now at the defensive starters for San Francisco.
Navarro Bowman makes anyone's short list for the best linebackers in the game.
And on 2nd and 10 now. They'll come out in the pistol. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here's the Cardinals defense as they head out to set up shop. A field goal last time is what they gave up in a close game. All these drives start to feel so critical.
And they are. And, you know, we've met so many defensive coordinators who just really hate the bend but don't break mentality. They're much more of the aggressive school. But that mentality has won a lot of games. If you're only giving up field goals on drives, that usually keeps you in it and gives your offense a chance to retaliate.
Yeah, and right now it's got them with the lead.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2nd down following the run. They run it again with Hyde. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. One quarter down. Plenty of scoring here already. 2nd quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, and they've got it here with a 1st down. They'll give to Hyde. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 1st down 49ers.
When you got a big guy like that in your backfield who runs as a big man and breaks tackles, it is paramount for a defense to have extra defenders in his vicinity at all times. Because you got to figure he's going to break through the first guy. You're going to need tacklers 2, 3, 4 in order to get him down. Because if you don't, he can continue to run and run it really, really well.
So the defense flinches, contact made, and the 5-yard penalty ensues.
Encroachment, defense. Still 1st down.
So a 1st down and 5 for the offense. They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go. Flex round.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Vance McDonald, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are back within a score. And nowadays in NFL football, you have to account for all the receivers, sure, but the tight end's such a weapon, and they prove it right there.
Oh, without a doubt. And we're seeing now the golden age of tight ends catching the football. I go back to Kellen Winslow. To me, he was a prototype of what we're seeing today. We're seeing it each and every week now.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So that drive, 4 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
Get ready. Deep.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Yeah, they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. There you go, play action with Palmer. He's got time. And he is going to be wrapped up and slung to the turf. DeForest Buckner in there to drop it for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. Bruce Ellington back deep for the Niners. Ellington now to return it. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Hyde, the lone man in the backfield. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Kamar Aiken, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. Garrett Selleck, the tight end, was the target. And that'll bring up a 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
On the return is Peterson. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Ian Williams with a tackle.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now Palmer. And his pass incomplete. The intended receiver was David Johnson, and it's third down. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. On third down, Palmer. Underneath for Johnson. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Here's Ryan Quigley now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Ellington. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
Again, it's Hyde. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A minute 57 to go in this first half. More from the desert after this. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Here's Hyde. And a solid run down inside the 30. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On second down, Hyde. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
First down, a run with Hyde. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Let's go.
Now Hyde. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here we go. Brand 38.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he finds his man, Kamar Aiken. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. First and goal here from the 2. They'll run for it with Hyde. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. It's their quarterback in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Extra point try now for Succop. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. That time, a 9-play drive, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Here we go. Blue 58. Blue 58.
Final play of the half. It's Palmer. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action.
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. The Cardinals right now have a time of possession advantage, but it has not led them to taking control of this game. The 49ers look like they'll be in this game for 4 quarters. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. Now, early in the first quarter, Michael Floyd is found on the quick pass, and he'll end up picking up 13 yards on the play. Same drive, Palmer's on point with the throw, and this 4-play drive goes for a touchdown. That takes the lead up to 7. '49ers lined up at the 43, and he won't be brought down until he makes it to the 38-yard line. 2nd and 2 coming up. It's going to be a run play here, and he capped off the long drive with a touchdown. 49ers go up by 3. So that's it for us at the EA Sports Studio. We'll go back now to University of Phoenix Stadium for the start of the second half.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Again, we'll see the pistol here.
Come on, let's go. Let's round.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And McDonald here over the middle. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Out to his left. And now he'll let this one. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
And that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
20 yards on the pickup there. And the Cards are going to have a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, it created a big run. Here's Palmer. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just goes right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was a good job by the defense swarming to the football. And you know it's no cinch that you're going to be able to get the ball into the end zone against them. They're number 2 against the run. So what's an offensive coordinator to do? Check your playlist.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
So they're back at the 7 now for third and goal. Again, we'll see the pistol here. On third and goal, Palmer. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Michael Floyd, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. Here comes Bruce Ellington on the return. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I'm here, my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that anytime they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Another tote for the afternoon workhorse. It's high. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
An extra DB added here for the Cards on 3rd.
Blitzer play coverage.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And Ginn's got it. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. 19 yards that time for number 19.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Handoff comes to Hyde. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back. And now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Let's go!
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Another pistol look here.
Come on, let's go!
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Let's go!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
Catch made right side by Wilson. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. second down. Here's Palmer. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Fresh set of downs here. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Off the play fake. Here's Palmer. Deep drop. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Get ready. Blue 95.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 13 on the pickup there. And it'll give the Cardinals a first down. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the fourth quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because in favor of this stage of the game, can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football.
Blue 58.
On second down, Palmer. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Whether they deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion because it always feels good when you slow down an offense.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Get ready. Blue 58. Blue 58.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. And they'll get him down right around the 16. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a fourth down now.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And Folk's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
Fielded about a yard deep. Here comes the Cardinals defense. They head out and get set here. And an important stop in a tight game their last time.
Always important to stop them. We know that. But as you noted, in a tight game, so much more critical to get it done, and that's exactly what they did.
And they'll be trying to do that once more here. We'll see who wins the battle. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Second down and just 1. They run high. And he'll get it up out to the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Hyde, the lone man in the backfield. And they'll give it to him here. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now back to throw. Catch left side here by Aiken. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And they're going to speed things up here.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. It's his fullback. This is Bruce Miller. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Hyde. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Now a run with Hyde. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Dancing to his left. And he finds his man, Kamar Aiken. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kamar Aiken, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Love the excitement we've got going here. If they just scored the touchdown, they're down by 1. How much fun is it now to figure out the possibilities? Kick the extra point and tie it. Go for 2 if they're really feeling in a gambling mood. What do you do in this situation?
I think you kick the PAT.
Yeah, I do too. Kick it, get my defense ready, and try and stop them one more time.
And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Taking it right down Broadway. Past the 20. And he's going to take it all the way into the end zone. What a return. And they've taken the lead. This game wasn't tied for long. How about that? A big return here in the 4th.
And this is that time of game where every big play is magnified. fourth quarter, kick return for a touchdown. You've got to feel great about your chances at this stage of the game.
Yeah, they regain the lead. Now we'll see if they can hold it. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. We focus our attention on the Cardinals defense now. And we'll see if they can get one final stop with this crowd behind them.
And let's face it, as much as we want to say it's all about the guys on the field, they can get some help right here from the home crowd. And they're going to try their best to get them motivated, get them involved. But they're going to need to make a play or two in order to keep them in that spot.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Here we go.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. They come out with one back and three tight ends. He's back to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down one. That extra point is not a gimme.
And now a critical extra point attempt here. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the 49ers defense gets ready here as they trot back out there. They're working here with a tie game. The question here I like to ask is how aggressive do you play this defensively?
You just want to make sure that you don't give up the play that beats you. I mean, it's that's really your line of aggressiveness. Play it straight, make sure tap.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Here we go. Blue 95. Blue 95.
Here's Palmer. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Aaron Lynch coming in from his outside linebacker spot. He buries him for a loss of 10 or 11. So we saw a lot of points. Overtime comes. The defenses, they clamp down.
Rather amazing, isn't it? Because would you have even thought that we'd get to overtime after quarters?
Not at all.
And have 0 points on either side? Not a chance, right? And somehow it happened. We always talk about making adjustments. Maybe both defenses took 4 full quarters in order to get an adjustment. Got 1 good period in for both defenses, and now they go home. You buying tonight?
I thought it was you. I did last week. I did the last 2 weeks.
Oh, I was trying to go for 3.
Dinner on you, my good man.
Tried to go for 3.
Nothing between these two teams for 4 quarters. Here we go to begin overtime. This is taken at the 3. And he's loose again. And they are finally going to stop him, but what a return. All the way to the 10.
That mammoth return now changes your whole mindset. Now you're looking at the overtime rules and saying, touchdown wins it for us right now. Let's go get it.
And the Cardinals offense here ready to take over. They have great starting field position here in overtime. You can bet they're not thinking field goal. They want to win this now.
And we know
Palmer's hit, fumble. He loses the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. The fumble, but they're able to maintain possession. Now it's 2nd down.
Hey, we got 3. We got 3. 3 down. 3 down. Regular. 99. Check 99.
Palmer gives to Johnson on the draw. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 13 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Partners, we well know long kickoff returns set up big-time momentum for the team with the ball. But how about the defense? They've gone on the field, understood the situation, and really held up strong.
First throw in overtime now for Palmer. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will break our tie and give him a 3-point lead. All right, so they're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now it'll be up to their defense to try and see this one out.
So remember now, a field goal on this next drive would get us to sudden death. Any kind of turnover or turnover on downs would end the game, as would any touchdown. So this one's still very much up in the air.
The Cardinal defense, they head out to get set here. Their secondary, their whole defensive unit really struggling. They've given up 3 touchdown passes. That last drive was dominant through the air against them.
They found something that was working for them on offense, and they just kept going to it, just kept throwing the football. So that means an entire overhaul on the defensive side. They need more pressure on the quarterback and obviously need tighter coverage on the receivers.
See if they can get that tighter coverage. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Double tight, guys. Double tight.
Hyde, the lone man in the backfield. They'll look to throw, and he rifles one incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
2nd down now after the incompletion.
Let's go.
They'll drop to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dayon Buchanan leading the surge there. He drops it for a loss of 6. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack. Although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that. And the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call. Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They're going to look to throw. Being chased out left. On the left side, it's McDonald. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. They'll look to throw here. Buying time to his left. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
That looked like a common mistake made by the defense. Sometimes there's confusion, right? They're in zone, so you got to make sure your zones are taken care of. But once the quarterback got out of the pocket, they forgot about their zone discipline and staying in the right parts of the field. That allowed for a big play to happen.
2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. They'll run high. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Now back to throw. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Steps away to his left. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. And absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. A great game partner, a spectacular finish. They needed at least a field goal to keep the game alive. They do one better. They get it in the end zone and end it.
And I don't know about you, but I'm worn out. That type of a game takes it all out of us as well, not just the guys on the field. What a tremendous finish, and as you noted, were they going to go and try and get 3 and keep the game going? And that wasn't good enough for them. They got the touchdown, and that's why we're able to say goodbye.
So for San Francisco, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they'll fall to